How's everybody doing? Good? Good. I like to, guy don't really need paper when he's lighting a fire. You know what I mean, friends? As long as you got air and you got some small pieces of wood and you build up small. I don't, this freaking upside down fire business, I don't, yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. If you want to be trendy starting your fires, I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Heat rises. So I don't run paper. No paper. Today, anyway, I got none in here. I cleaned up my shop. That's it. Game over. Started. How's everybody doing? Ha ha. All right. All right, all right. It's September. Look at this little sucker, friends. Look at that little baby right there. Little freaking spotted, crazy, just freaking, I love this little axe. Love it. Listen to that. You'll watch that fan will start crackling any moment. How's everybody? How's everybody? I've got nothing planned. Nothing at all, actually. I just know that I come here on Sundays to see everybody. I want to know how you're doing. I want to know how you're doing. And I want you to know that you got the chance and the choice to change it. Right? You do. Let me turn on this thing so I can... I'm not going to be long today. But short's better than none. Let's turn this on so I can hear you guys. And see you guys. All right. Just a minute here, friends. Oh, okay, that's not now. Well, I actually don't know how to work this thing today, friends, to be honest. That's very interesting. There we go. We got it now, friends. How's everybody feeling? What do you got on the go today? It always asks me if I want to update. What does it say when I go here? Does it say I have a live feed going? Yes, it does. And it says there's 109 people here watching. I see. All right. There it is. It's Andy Brzezinski, Jamie Barkin Spider. Johnny, how are ya? Hello, everyone. Christine. It's getting cool. Yes, it is. Awesome little stove there, Bud JF. Yeah, it's a dandy, buddy. She's a dandy. How's the that's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah. Hey, what does this say? This says Peter Benoit's been a member for 5 months. Peter, we love you, buddy. We love you, Peter. Thank you. The High Design Fuel got my shirt in the mail this week. Thanks, buddy. You are most welcome. Samu Carosi. Samu Carosi. Good to see you, brother. Where are you from, Samu? Tyler. Ledden. Tyler. Johnny Bruner. Good to see you. Been off-road motorbiking with 2 friends. Went to the pub. Right on, brother. Good for you. Hi, Becky. Hi, Alec. Alex, good to see you. Cameron. Cameron Hammer's got fresh snow. Yeah, it's coming, brothers and sisters. She's coming. She's cooler. Ewan. Hello, Victoria and Harry and Ewan in spirit. Yes. Friends. So good to see that name come up. Ewan 090. I love it. Harry, good to see you. Victoria. What a wonderful world we live in, friends, where we can connect and share one another's lives with each other. And this is one of the main reasons I opened up my YouTube channel, was connection. And again, I'll say it, that was the main reason 11 years later why I offered memberships to this community, was connection. To build a sandbox where everyone is welcome. Black, white, religious, non-religious, Allah, Buddha, Jesus, everybody. Could you imagine the power? Could you imagine the power when we lock arms in the name of love and understanding and peace? World freaking peace? Oh, man. It's pretty simple to me. Like, actually very simple and intelligent. That's all I know. That's all I know. What's this? Yeah, it's all the same to me. Always has been, always will be. I have a 1987 John Surratt. Where can I get a new Walbro carburetor? Probably eBay, buddy. Yeah, probably eBay. Oh, bow water. That'll be nice firewood. That fire's just roasting down there. That's going to be some nice firewood, that larch. Very nice. Tamarack. Beautiful stuff. I wish I could go. Oh, Johnny, got you. We'll miss you, Johnny. Ish. Ish from Australia. It's because of the sandbox theory that I just mentioned to you that I'm able to get stuff like this. Spotted gum wedges for my axes from a man named Ish. I'll do business with really anyone all over the world. It's plain and simple. If you're a good person, beautiful. Beautiful. Grayson Prime, good to see you. Good evening, Buckin. Axeman Michael LeCount. Michael, good to see you. Good afternoon, everyone, says Daryl Smith. BT Saws says, good evening, Buckin. Hope all is well from PA. Very well, thank you, brother. I'm going to grow my hair long again after that speech, Billy. I hung with the hippies. There you go. Bermuda guy, good man. Are you familiar with old John Surrey? Yep, I am, David. Yes, sir. Oh, Amy's driving. Hey, Amy, good to see you. Hey, Jess. Hello, Buckin. Hello, Jess. Hello, Buckin. Hello, Morton. $21.59. That's a good little saw. Yeah, it's basically Husky, right? John Surred's basically Husky. They bought him in the 70s and carried on the tradition. I've been saving this handle, friends. This is the deputy handle. And oh boy, I can't seem to put it down. I can't seem to stop making axes on this handle. I love your work, Billy Ray. Donald Green. Donald Green, well, thank you. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, I just do what I've always done. And that's just do what makes me feel good, Donald. You know what I mean, bud? Because if I ain't got me, I ain't got nothing for nobody. So if I'm doing stuff that's not feeding my spirit, then I'm going to be suffering. So I just try and do the best I can that way to look after me. And then I maybe can share a message with someone. Donald Green, good to hear from you. Yeah, me too, FO. The Ravens are always a nice sound. Lets you know things are going to be all right when the Ravens are around. Big fan, Morton. Okay, good. Yeah. Very good. I own a bunch of old John Surreds. John Surreds were good saws. So I built a couple axes recently, friends. These right here. I built one on, remember that one I built on the live feed was it last week I built an axe? I think it was. Look at these, friends. Look at these right here. These are, and they're not cheap. Everybody, you'll always get somebody in the comment section, oh my gosh, those are expensive. And I say, absolutely they are. They're very expensive and will remain so. My time is worth money. I don't know if yours is or not, but mine is. When you're providing, yeah, that's one thing I never was very good at, was justifying my existence to people. I just do what I do. Oh my gosh. Friends, so I built this the other day. Oh my dear goodness graciousness. Look at this. You guys know these axes. It's got sap all over it already. And it's a monster splitting axe. 4.5 pounds, 29 inch. Let's see, 28. We got better things to talk about in the world than axes. Yeah, it's 28.5. 28 and a freaking half. Did you guys see that tree I chopped down on the internet the other day? It's getting warm in here now. I got another one on the go here. I've been saving this handle, but I think I'm going to let it go on this Australian-made Dandong. Buckin from Norway. Good to see you from Norway. Nick Dom, can you dive into some powers? Probably not, Nick. You know, thank you for the support, buddy. But you know, maybe I'll check into a Husky 550 or something like that. I mean, I'm not really a review. You know, I'm a Husky guy, brother. So, you know what I mean? Like, Huskies are my brand, and I might get a 550 if you're interested in having a thought process on that saw. But I don't want to collect a bunch of saws that I'm not going to use. I mean, my 562 the 562 is one of the best saws out there right now, but I don't run it that often. I run it on particular jobs, but I'm a 70 to 80 cc class guy. It's just how I roll. So I probably won't, buddy, to be honest. I just bought my first last summer. It's a Stihl 182. Well, that's good, bud. Nick, that's good. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't do anything smaller, buddy. Yeah. I appreciate you though, bud. I appreciate you getting my attention with a super chat. That's what it's there for. But to answer your question, probably not. Maybe a Husky 550 or something like that. Now that's a saw. Yeah, actually, Long Range Farm. I made a special video on that actual project. I'll teach you how to do that. It's an amazing tool, brother. Amazing tool. Yeah, that's coming up. Keep your eye up on that video. That's coming up. Seth Daniels, been a member for 12 months. Hey, Buckin. Recently bought a 562 and love it. Thinking of getting a pipe for it. Well, that's going to help you there. Yeah, that'll help you right there. Getting a pipe on that. Stevie Principato, how are you, Stevie? Grayson Prime, love you. Yeah, the pipes are, I mean, exhausts are nice. Doesn't have to be a pipe per se. Just a more open and flowing exhaust will help a saw. Ripsaw's got a really nice one they just came out with for the 572. And they'll probably make it for the 562 as well. Yeah. Yeah, and it's very nice. Old Timer, how are you? I always watch your videos and I learn a lot. Donald Green. Thank you, Donald. I'm glad I could be of help. Do you ship to the UK? Yes, we do. When our postal service is not on strike, we do. Yeah, we ship all over. Yeah, we ship everywhere. I kind of want to build this axe. Now that I got these are, I'll tell you, this freaking, I don't go boasting about my products all the time, but I tell you, this freaking deputy handle, friends, it's glorious. It is absolutely glorious. Who's got the deputy? And give me feedback. If you bought the deputy and you hung an axe on it, give me some feedback. It's a small eye, so the hang goes fairly quick. Like, look at this. This is almost already on. But you got to have a good eye. Like, you can't have some wonked out eye. I'm thinking about hanging this Australian-made Dandong on one of these. That's a beautiful axe. The one I made last week is here. Yeah, this is it right here. Do you guys remember that plum? That plum I made last week? I think I made it live, didn't I? Oh, it's scary. So scary. Yeah, I think I'm going to, something about the palm swell. That's why I built it. Check this out. Old timers, Agri. Hi, Buckin. Bomb service, Alex. Bomb service. I'd like to see you use a Husqvarna 3120. You probably won't. You probably won't. Why is that? You like those saws? Do you have one? Donald, they're just, I've run them. They're only, they're made for a purpose, and that's big wood. And, you know, like big wood, ripping big wood. I went to the Husqvarna factory, and if I'm not mistaken, they're still built by hand. The 3120 is still built by hand. And they make about, don't quote me on this, but I think they make anywhere from about 25 to 30 of them a month. One a day. I'm not kidding. They don't sell that many. I thought it was something like 12 a month or something. I forget, but it's not that many. Johnny, it'll take anything. It'll take anything, brother. I mean, I've got everything from a 3.5, 3 3/4 pounds, Johnny. Where is that sucker? Here it is right here. Oh, there's a 3 3/4 pound axe right there on the Deputy. Okay, Johnny? And see where it sits? Okay? 3 3/4 now. And I chop trees down with this sucker, and it's wild. This is 17 degrees, this axe. This is a chopping axe. And then I've also got, where is it? I hung a 6-pound axe off it. So I like, Johnny, my honest opinion on the Deputy is kind of a broad bit. 4.5, 5 pounds. 4.5, 5 pounds. Whatever you got. But don't be afraid to if you're going to hang a 3.5 on it, like here's one right here, Johnny. Here's one right here. See that? John, burner. But it's a chopper, like kind of an all-purpose. It's a thinner axe. It's actually 3.5 pounds. It's 3.5 pounds. And like, check this out, John. Watch this. Watch this. So I'm not going to slam it on there, but look at that. It's 3.5 pounds. It's got the great big, now remember, you can change that, but I'm telling you, oh, there it is, 3.5 pounds. It's not down, but you can imagine. I'm actually going to hang this axe on one of these, and it's going to be a chopper. An all-purpose chopper, wood splitting, woodshed, buddy. Just an all-purpose freaking, probably 28.5 pound wicked axe. It's all in the profile and the man swinging it. You know it and I know it, Johnny. This one's got those freaking ribs in it, right? It's got them ribs in it. Yeah. This is a nice handle. Oh. Oh, look at that. That's crazy. I just put that axe on there. And it landed right there. Look at that, friends. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can. You can see it moving. Look at it. Look at that axe handle right there, friends. Look at it. It landed dead square in the middle of its freaking... That is funny. Okay. Especially the hafting. I do nothing with axe, but fascinated with your videos, especially the ones hafting. Fertile Warrior 91. Fertile. From me to you, brother, I'm glad you're here. I built my channel on connecting with people. Mr. Fertile. That's how I built my channel. Anybody can freaking hang an axe and cut a tree and sharpen a power saw. That's not really how I built my channel, I don't think. But I can't speak. Only the people watching can. I want to build an axe. Two Bears. How you doing, Two Bears? Christine, Marty, will you be at Bunyan Thursday afternoon? Ricky Lee, good to see you, Ricky Lee. Amy wants to know what handle she would start with. Well, Johnny, I gotta be honest. She's got small hands because I met her, and I've shook her hands. So what are you gonna build something on the deputy for her, or what are you gonna do, Johnny? The home handle's coming up. But this is a nice handle, wedge, kind of a wedge banger, all purpose. But I'm a big fan of this freaking deputy handle. This one's got a slight little, yeah, it don't matter to me. But, oh my. Can you guys see this? I got to show you this. I really want to show you this. Check us out. Where's my light, friends? Oh, let's use this one. Check this out, okay? Look at this Heartwood handle. Look at that sucker for right now with me, okay? Look at it. What? Do you know what I put on there, friends? Just, I was in the house one day and I had this handle. Guess what I put on there? Just at the buttress. Castrol. Castrol oil. Ah, organic castor oil. Just right there. Just a little bit on just to pop the grain. You can see I didn't soak it. Just right there. I don't care who you are and where you're from. That's freaking wicked Heartwood right there. And it's tough as nails. It's tough as freaking nails, that right there. I got several. I prefer Heartwood sometimes. But I think I'm gonna put this on here. You know what would be interesting? Just don't get excited, but just hang on a second. Hang on just a sec. I mean, I guess what I could do is I could go old school. Why not? We're hanging out. You guys get me going. You guys always lift my spirits. Let's do this. Let's grab this sucker right here. See, this is Heartwood right here, baby. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Don't get too excited. I'm not saying I'm building an axe. Oh, that Heartwood, friends. It's very difficult to explain. Oh! it gets a shine on it. Like, oh dear. Woodman, I have had no issues with Heartwood bucking. Well, I have, but it's a certain kind of Heartwood. You can feel it. It's light. It's like it was almost like it was standing dead. You got to be able to know wood. You have to understand wood by the feel. You can tell its density by its feel. Woodmen know what I'm talking. Same with fruit. When you're picking fruit at the grocery store, you gotta feel it, man. You gotta feel density. Careful now, Buckin. Careful. See this? Okay, let's watch what just happened. Let's take a little peeksy poke what just happened here. Why not? This eye is completely contorted. Completely contorted, actually. Yeah, it's been smashed all up. It was the weak point. There we go, we're on. Yeah, we're on. Oh, this is lovely. Let's go like this. Shaklank, shaklank, shaklank. Shickety clank, clonk, clank. Shank, clank. Clank. See, I kind of don't want to waste this handle on, oh my friends. So I wish I had one I could explain to you that was different. I got a lot of Heartwood in here. See, this one's a little lighter, but it still doesn't scare me. But it is lighter. It's lighter. Let's weigh that. 1.25 pounds. 1.25 pounds. Same handle. Okay? Same handle. Exactly the same handle. It's under. It's just over 1 pound. It's just over 1 pound. It's got way more grain. This is very interesting. You've got to be able to feel things, friends. Nothing wrong with this handle, but it's not as good as this one. Now what happens here? Oh yeah, see, here we go. So watch this. Okay, we're still there, so we won't get too excited. Let's just have a look. Oh dear Lord. See, this is, of course it is. Of course it is. Ah, yeah. So this is gonna be an old school. It'll probably dive in the nose a little bit. Look at, see this? I'm telling you, friends, and that's okay. That's okay. It's just not my preference. I don't like an axe to dive like that, but a lot of guys don't care, and they run it like that. This is a Dandong. It's got, you want to know what it's got? I'll tell you right now what it's got. For a pole, it's not even a 1/2 inch pole. Not even. It's not a 1/2 inch. So it's all bit heavy. All bit heavy. So that's why sometimes I'll hang these on a different axe handle, one with a bit of curve in it. You know what I mean? Although this would be a fantastic axe. So I'm going to save this handle. Yeah, I'm going to save that sucker. Oh, it's lovely. I don't know what it is. It's almost like it gets something from the swamp or something, wherever it was at. Right? See that? So that means that it's more balanced. It's got, and even though this is crazy, even though it's got same, actually there's no pull here neither. It's under a 1/2 inch pull here, but it's not nearly as long, friends. Look. Look. Look at how long this axe is. It sticks out way past the one in front of it. See that? So it's got way more weight out there. Look. Right? You see what I mean? So I may save that. So it's all about picking the right. So I'll show you something. Let me. I better put this away before I start using it. This thing's nuts, by the way. Absolutely nuts. Do everything you want with an axe. Everything. A lot of work in getting these things ready because they show up terrible. So here's what I'm talking about right here. We got lucky. Because Lucky's axe is here. He left it here the other day. It's on a Buckin Billy Ray flagship. The flagship handle. Okay? And look. Look what it's doing. It's laying flat. And you know why that is, right, friends? This is a Challenger. Because the handle kicks back. It's got a curve in it. This is a fantastic handle. Absolutely fantastic. Did I say fantastic? Because I meant it. Johnny Bruner, check this out. It was a toss-up between a wedge banger and a woodshed buddy. I just call them woodshed buddies. But it is that, I love this axe. This is hung on the Deputy, okay? Deputy. It's probably about 4 pound head, 4 1/4 maybe. Check out Zebelensos, right? Check it out. She's about 1 inch back. The finger's about 1 inch back, which is glorious. This is an absolute, oh, I palm swelled it too. I did some work on the palm swell. This will tell you how much I like using this axe. Let me share something with you. Let me just share a little something with you. Look at this thing. This is the woodshed buddy. This is the wedge banger woodshed buddy all-purpose freaking Polaronis. Look at on the depth, but look at the handle. Look at it. Oh yeah. It's nuts. It's one of my favorite axes. I got so many axes. So many axes, fantastic axes, just a fantastic axe. Todd Freud. Todd, good to see you. Good to see you, Todd. Grab the firewood whilst you can. I've got an Arvika on a Buckin flagship handle. Oh, Stevie Roberts, that's That is a nice rendition right there. I've done that as well. Talk about a made handle for that axe, eh, buddy? HB got a big eye. Todd Freud, we love you. Great work and dedication chopping down that tree with that axe. Loved it. Carl Zirk. Thanks, Carl. Bull Fisher. Good to see you, Bull Fisher. Woodshed buddy. Well, to be honest with you, I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but I'll show you what I mean. What is this right here? Oh, dear Lord, I haven't used this axe in a while. This is the first prototype. I just found it. It's right at my hip. Look at this. Stevie Robertson's been a member for 13 freaking months. He just popped in. What's he doing here? Hey, Buckin Army. Yes, that HB's a wicked... Oh, buddy. Isn't it, though? Check out this thing. This was my first prototype Buckin Banger type axe. We've refined it since. This was that first one I built. Remember, friends? Deadly. Deadly. Right there. Woodshed buddy. Oh my gosh. A Woodshed buddy is like a 28-inch axe. You know, somewhere there, 26 to 29, right in there. Nice profile. Not a chopper. Something a little girthier that you can, you know, out in the woodshed, you got to bust some stuff down smaller. You do it. Why don't you grind the gullet of square grind? That's a good question. It's not needed, and I've done both. I've got videos on that. I think sometimes we're told to do things and we do them, but then when we actually experiment and have our own experience, I leave it in for a couple reasons, brother. For starters, do you want the answer, or you just... I've got videos on this, Zero. You can go look. There's a reason why I leave that bottom gullet in on square ground. There's a couple reasons. One, it keeps you solid in your cut. You know what I mean? It keeps you really solid in the cut, strength, and time. You're not cutting faster. Give it a shot, Zero. Trust me. You don't take my word for it. I'm just another guy on the internet flapping his gums. You go do it. Do what I did. Get a ground chain, take it down, leave the gullet in, and then take the gullet out and take the chain off, buck around, a big round, not something small, brother, something big. Sink your saw into it, take off the chain, put the one with the gullet in, and do it. And tell me what you find. That's why I do it, or don't do it. Trust me, brother. Give it a try, or you won't know. You won't know. You just won't know. So I hate not knowing, and I like to have my own experience. Why would I take the gullet out if I don't have to? What, do you take it out, brother? What's your experience? It's a good discussion. It's a great discussion. I know guys that take it out just because they don't like it there. Plain and simple. That's what they say. I just don't like it there. So what does that tell you? It tells you that they don't want it there, so they take it out. So you see my chains cut. I might even have one here. I've done both. So, yeah, I don't have one here. I've done both, Zero. I'll do it, and then, like years ago, I would just take the corner off the gullet. You know, the sharp corner that gets left. But what I found, brother, is it wasn't shiny. Do you know what I'm saying? It wasn't shiny. It wasn't worn out. It wasn't impeding it wasn't impeding anything. But I run Oregon chain because the raker comes off like this a bit. You see, so why does, well, let's ask ourselves, why does square ground chain only need half the chain? It's wild, isn't it? Yeah. Give it a shot, Zero. Let me know what you find. I'd be interested. Not a lot of people do it. Oh, well, that's Zero. That's a good question, buddy. It's a good question. A lot of people can't really grasp it. But it's how chain is designed, brother. If you look down a chain like you're the piece of wood and the chain is coming at you, take a look at the raker. It's not straight up and down, brother. It's out a bit. So I don't take the gullet out on my square ground. I don't do it. It keeps me really square in my chain, less double cutting. You know what I mean? Zero, there's less double cutting going on. It's just what I do, buddy. I've done both. And I don't find the benefit there, so I don't waste the time. How about that? It's actually about time. So, yeah, give it a shot, brother. Novice tree guy. Hey, Buckin, bud, will you be at Bud? Yeah, I'll be there, buddy. I'll be there. Come up in behind the grandstands. Come and have a chat. Novice tree guy. Be good to shake your hand. Yeah, friends, please have your own experience. That's a good question. It's something that a lot of guys don't ask. I don't know whether they don't want to know or... I did a video on that, cutting a great big freaking yellow cedar round right in my yard, right here. It's a fantastic video. And guess what happened? No, Zero, guess what happened? I know this may sound crazy. The chain with the gullet in was smoother and faster. It's right there on the video. It's right there. It was faster. So I've done all kinds of stuff. I've taken off the corner, like not the whole gullet. I've just, you know what I mean? Depends on the chain you're running. Yeah, I mean, racing guys take it out for weight. Like you don't want the extra weight in there, right? So I know that guys that build racing chains, they get that gullet out of there. But guys that have been doing it a real long time, they understand what it does for the chain in there. It makes it strong. It creates a foundation on the link. If you understand how actual power saw chain works and where the chips go and all of that, can you give your opinion on the 500i filter? Well, I'm sure the filter's fine. I don't know anything about the filter. All I know is I'm cleaning it out every tank of fuel. So I'm sure the actual filter itself is fine. But the filtration system, the design is awful. Awful. It's terrible. But that's not the filter. That's the saw design, right? That's the design of the saw. It's got nothing to do with the filter, I think. It's got more to do with the build of the saw. It's awful. I'm a Husky man for many reasons. And even when that 500i came out, I gave it a chance. I wanted so badly for it to work. I wanted so badly for that thing to work for Stihl, you know, because it is a, but I'm grabbing my 572. It's just, that's just where it's at now. I take the 500 out for a run once in a while. It's fun. It's still inconsistent, but it's fun to run once in a while with my pipe on it. I enjoy it, but it's just not, it was a novelty. It's kind of a novelty saw, just how I see it. But Husky's the way. Their stuff is robust. Yeah, so I was gonna build an axe, but it takes a lot with these beat up Tassies, because it's all about getting them back to working shape. It takes so much time. The edges are wiped. But I will say this. This is going to be one of my next ones right here, friends. And I'm actually really excited about it. Really excited about it. Wow. Look at that. Do you guys know what this means? Here, I want to show you guys something. Let's see if I can get maybe... Let me see if I can get creative here. I might be able to, actually. Is that metal or is that metal? Oh, yeah, that's metal. There we go. Oh, yeah, Buckin wins. He wins. I win. I won again. You want to see something hilarious? Check this out. Watch this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that convexity. Look at that shadow. Okay? And look at this. Look at that. This eye is perfect. It's perfect. And I am going to make, this is going to be a wild axe for someone. Wild. It's going on the deputy. This axe is 4.5 pounds on the nut. 4.5 pounds on the nut. And I don't really need to do much other than I'm going to leave this radius because it's actually quite usable. This radius is lovely. It helps. This is a very interesting axe. I believe it's a Trojan or a maybe a Challenger. Three and a half. So I even thought about going here. And the reason I did, oh dear. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. We might be in trouble, friends. Okay. Oh dear. Oh my goodness graciousness. Okay, that's actually a good sign when they roll back. Look, when you can hold it like that and it wants to roll, we've done this before, friends. We've done this before, you and I. And I'm going to take a bit here, but not much. I might even go here. This, see, this is made for this eye. This axe handle is made for this. This is the Deputy. Check it out. Check that out, friends. We could actually make this axe right now. Look at that. What? Made for it. See how it gets fatter there? Oh dear. Yeah, this is going to be a problem for somebody. I've got a few of these now. I'm proud of this handle. Very proud of it. And we're already at the top of the eye. It's already there. We could probably make this. Hillbilly, good to see ya. Heartwood, good to see you, buddy. Welcome. I got so many of these handles. I almost kind of want to do this. But then that would involve quite a bit of time. Do you like international scouts? Yes, I do. I like old trucks. Hello, Buckin. Hello, Buckin. I notice how tight you keep your chain. Aren't you worried about excessive heat? Oh, heavens, no. No, I run them loose. I don't know. Yeah, I run them loose. I run 32-inch bars. I can't run them tight. I just run them so they hit the bottom of the bar, brother. No, you can't have them too tight, or you'll know right away. You'll actually cut slower. You'll burn your sprockets out faster. Yeah, no, I run them just so they're hitting the bottom rail there. You don't run them tight, buddy. Don't run them tight. George, good to see you, George. I grew up with old Macs and my grandpa's. That's how I found your channel years ago. Love those old saws, Aaron Sparks. Yeah, the vintage are fun, aren't they, buddy? The old vintage saws that's what I like. Hey everyone, have a great time at Bunyan. Yoo-hoo! Michael DeGroff, thank you, buddy. Yeah, you know, it's funny, Ross, back to your chain. Was it Ross? I think it was. We used to do a lot of slashing. I don't know if you know what slashing is, but it's basically swinging your saw around in the bush to cut down stuff under hydro lines and stuff. You actually had to run it tight on the short bars, you know, 24s and stuff, 22, 24, or you'd flick your chain every day. But on the long ones, I just lift my bar up and I turn that adjuster just until my bottom chain hits that bar, and that's it. That's it. Depends on what style of cutting you're doing. Does that make sense, Roscoe? Farm fitness. Are you taking students in? Oh, heavens, no. No. No, I don't. No, I don't have any classes. My class is my channel. If you pick something up off my channel that helps your game, then you learned something. If not, I hope it brings a smile to your face. And other than that, yeah, I don't do classes. I do help people file their chain though, so that if they decide to cut something, at least they'll have a chain that's going to work for them. That's one thing I do. Which one's a Dandong, Julio? This thing? I don't know about that. This thing here? Well, this is that's definitely a Dandong there, that Australian dandy. But I don't believe this one is, buddy. I don't believe this one is. But you would know more. You live there. But this strikes me as more of some type of a Trojan or a high test or a no name or something. Yeah, maybe it'll say it. But that one definitely is a dandy. It's yellow. There's yellow paint on it. Which tells me, did they have, you Australians, talk to me. Ish, no name with the paint, ex-Department of Works or Defense. Yeah, there you go, Ish. That's what I was thinking. Probably high test, eh, Ish? It strikes me as a high test. It's got yellow paint on it. And it's like yellow. That DGP all-purpose, friends, don't sleep on this stuff. I can only lead you guys down to the creek. I can't force you to do nothing, and I would never want to. But I'm telling you, all-purpose, multi-use, all-in-one biodegradable oil. Go get you some. I'm not kidding. I use it on my power saw bars. Everything. I freaking love it. I use it on this type of stuff. This is nice Stihl. That's one thing I do know. That's nice Stihl right there. Guaranteed. This is a nice axe. It's gonna go on here. I'm putting it on here. I'm freaking putting this on this hard handle right now. That's gonna be wild. And if you know how to wield an axe, you got it made in the shade. No, it's a high test, I think. Because I've got, like, I know exactly. I got another one here. Somewhere's hiding. And it's the same program. It's the same program. Oh, what's that right there? This guy. Right there. This is the same axe. High Test Challenger. Right there. I'll almost guarantee it. It's got the sides that are smashed in. Do you know what I've got, friends? I got to share something with you. Where is it? I've got... Just a minute. Where is it? I better not have lost it. I always say that. Oh my goodness, here it is right here. Oh yeah, here it is right here. Okay, here it is. Do you guys remember? Ish got me this axe. Friends, this axe is bonkers. It's bonkers. It's a High Test Challenger. That's what this is. And I'm just going to give it to you straight guns. Straight at you. Way overlooked. Way overlooked. Okay, so it's different. What was the other one? Challenger, and what was the other one? There was the Challenger, then Craftsman. Craftsman. I sign up for class next 2 weeks. Good man. The best class for arm fitness is wrapping a strap around a tree and sticking the gaffs in it and going for it, unless you're a spurless guy. Learn it all. Scotty Wilson, how are you? Good to see you, Scotty. You got one like that, Jamie Barkin Spider? Love the content. I really enjoy it. Thank you, Buckin. Also love my nicks. Good. Buy a good boot, friends. Yeah, you know, in the end, nicks didn't work out for me, unfortunately. We were on the road to something, but then it fizzled out. One of the guys quit. And yeah, that didn't work out in the end. But I've got some great news. I've been trying to work with a. You guys will see. You'll see. That right there. I've been working with whites in the background, and we're going to bring you a boot that is going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. All these guys make good boots, but I think that the companies that have been around for a long time are just gonna, they're just gonna make a good boot, you know. So I'm excited, and you guys should be too, because I think we might be onto something here. I'm breaking my whites in right now. It's a collaboration boot that they were kind enough to listen to some of my input, and it's going to be amazing. It's actually going to be amazing. I'm wearing them on my feet right now. I'm wearing them to bunion. I'm breaking them in, and they're nail bottom. And that's no kick at Nick's. That they just haven't been around. And the other company, the first company that reached out to me, that didn't go good at all. But they'd only been around 15 years or something like that. They're a young company. They don't do nail bottom construction, so they don't, you know what I mean? The nail bottom, I'm old school. I don't wear stitch out boots or stitch down boots. The younger generation doesn't even know about nail bottom boots. All these guys running around in soft-toed boots, I just don't get it. I don't understand it, man. If you're in the wood business and logs and logging and firewood and rolling stuff on you, how do you not have a freaking... It blows my mind. It blows my mind. Here's a pair of Viberg boots, okay? See those? Here's a pair of Viberg boots, nail bottom constructed boots. Still got the toe structure in it. Still got the toe structure. These are Viberg. They're old. But all these companies, Nick's make a nice boot. They don't make nail down constructed boots. So if I'm going to get behind a boot and perhaps put my name on a boot, it's not going to be on a stitch down boot. Or it would have to be, I don't know. But I'm a nail bottom guy. And that's probably French to a lot of you people. You probably don't even know what I'm talking about, do you? Well, stay tuned for a pretty extravagant boot video coming up from this channel. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm going to pull out boots and I'm going to lay them all out. And it'll be quite an educational video for some, if you're interested in boots. Yeah, you guys got 3 companies on the same block in Spokane. And the only company I haven't done business with is White's up until now. And they build nail bottom boots. So I asked them, we've been working in the background. This is going to be an amazing boot. I'm hoping we're going to do something. I got a feeling we are. And we're going to bring you a boot that I'm excited. That's all I could say. I have a hard time not talking about it because I'm really excited. Oh, Husqvarna, Dale. Absolutely. Husqvarna, hands down, Christine. Come on. I got no problem saying it. The best chainsaw in the world is Husqvarna. Hands down. Husky. The best chainsaw is the one that fires up and cuts logs for you. And fires up the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day. For years. That's the best chainsaw. Oh, Mr. Bullfisher, you'll enjoy it. I'm going to talk about my boot experience on the internet. But I've been wearing the best. You got to understand something about old Buckin Billy Ray, friends. Most of you do. I got freaking boots. I got boots hanging all over my shop. I got 3 boots set hanging around in here. I got a set of Dayton's from the freaking 60s, I think, right there. Friends, I've been wearing some of the world's best built boots for coming up, well, for sure 25 years. Because I couldn't afford them in the beginning, so I bought these $150 freaking something or others, and I thought I was really hop skippity until they fell apart freaking months later, and I couldn't resole them, so I just threw my money away. But it was all I could afford. It was all I could afford. And then I bought my first set of Vibergs, which are hands down, to this day, the best boots I've had on my feet. But now that I'm working with Nick's and what I got on my feet right now, thoroughly impressed. The other companies, and I will say this wholeheartedly, didn't even come close. Didn't even come close. I got to be honest. It's not a kick at them. It's just facts. One man's opinion. There's lots of people happy with every company. That's great. They had a hard task with me because I had Vibergs on my feet for so many years. In Dayton, in Paris. I get my gums going off pretty good. I missed a super chat. Nick, thank you, buddy. Billy, is there a possibility to do a vintage power saws competition and run it as a charity event like cancer research, for example? Billy, is there a possibility to do a vintage power saw competition? Oh, the possibilities are endless, brother. Endless. Absolutely. You never know, brother. Nick, thank you, buddy. Yeah. The possibilities are endless, but it's not something I got on my mind right now. I got Paul Bunyan on my mind I got to deal with here. So stick around, Nick. You never know what's going to happen, brother. Thank you, buddy. I love Vibram soles. Me too, bud. Me too. And remember, this is all subjective stuff. It's just one man's opinion. But, oh my. Am I ever impressed with what I got on my feet right now? I actually put them up and I climbed a tree with them the first day I put them on my feet. That's coming up. That video's coming up. When is Bunyan? I think it's... When is Bunyan, Christine? It's coming right up. Yeah, I was never one to get into the, Ford, Chevy, Husky, Stihl. I just know what I've run and what I've worn. So you got to sooner or later pick something and run with it. And you know what I mean? You got to have your own experience at some point. Listening to guys like me on the internet is great. But if you don't have your own experience, you're just regurgitating everybody's experience but your own. So I've said on this channel for 11 years, have your own experience. And then you can actually have a conversation instead of, hey, I heard that this guy said that. Oh my gosh, I'd have to take the mirrors down in my house if I lived like that. Have your own experience. Get into it. They're all good when they start and run. There you go. 3rd and 5th of October. There you go. I appreciate that about this channel. Daryl Powell. Daryl, I love you, buddy. I kind of joke, though, Daryl. I'll say that, and then I'll say, but you know Husky's the best, right? Yeah, of course. Of course you do. See ya, Bunyan, Michael. I've run them all. I've run them all. All of them. I've run them all. I've heard a lot of people say that, Aaron. I've heard a lot of people say that. And you know what I say as a joke? Huskies, they don't break down, so you don't need any service. I'm joking. Parts and stuff. I get it, Aaron. Where do you live, buddy? Whereabouts do you live? I think Huskies trying to get out there more. They're trying to cover more ground. I know they'll be covering ground in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I think they're starting to open up more dealerships. Kentucky. Awesome, Aaron. Big Stihl country down there. Yeah, big Stihl country down there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of excited. I'm hearing a bunch of steam about this 564 they're coming out with, this fuel injected thing. Well, I'll be the judge. When I get my hands on one, I'll be the judge. They say it weighs like a 50cc saw and runs like a 70cc saw. That's a big claim. That's a big claim. Real big claim. So if that's the case, oh boy, I'm excited. I am excited. But we'll see. We'll see. No, I don't think so, Casey. I'm not on the Husky team as far as like I don't have any sponsorships or nothing with them. They've been wonderful to me though. You know, they gave me that 562. Remember that? They sent me that 562 in the mail. I mean, that was incredible. They know I'm here, and they know I sell saws for them. But there's no sponsorship, I don't think. But I would love nothing better to get behind them guys in a heartbeat. If they came knocking, I would help them sell saws like nobody's business. I mean, I do already, and it doesn't cost them nothing, so why would they change that? You see? And I'm fine with it. I love Husky. Michael Gallagher, thanks, Buckin. Have fun in Ohio. You too, buddy. Good to see you. You probably won't make it this year, you said. The Kilted Sawyer, I was born in 69. I love all powerheads. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. No, that's completely incorrect. Zero. Return to zero. That is completely incorrect. No. No. That's incorrect. Helga, a little something for the Aussie Fund. Oh my goodness, what a sweetheart. Thank you, Helga. Thanks, Helga says Ish. Thanks, Helga. Helga, Helga, Helga. Helga, what a sweetheart. I didn't know Bunyan was so soon. I'll have to ride my motorcycle down. Cool. Yeah, it's a good event. I love it. I travel quite a ways to go there. It's fun. Brad Wolf. Brad, good to see you. Enjoy the videos. I'm glad you enjoy them, buddy. I'm glad. 56 and still rolling. You know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You got to keep moving, buddy. You got to keep moving. There's only one way to go, buddy. You either keep moving or you sit down. And I'm not about to sit down. No. No, sir. I remember this tool here that I was using to bang wedges. Oh, hey, I gotta plug this in here, friends. My old light calf here. We gotta plug that sucker in. That's my grinding. That's my grinding light. Where'd she go, friends? There it is. Let's get that back in there. Is that the one, friends? Yeah, there we go. Good. That's my square grounding light. Anyway. Kentucky Hillbilly. Our Stihl dealers sell Stihl and Husky, and our Husky deal. Well, that's what confuses me, buddy. All the times I've been down there, they sell both. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what, that's what I see when I go down there. I go to saw shops, I see Husky and I see Stihl. So I don't know. Yeah. You were either fallen, you were either a Stihl guy or a Husky guy. That was the conversation back in the day. You were never an Echo guy I mean, John Surratt was there a little bit, but it was Stihl or Husky. That's what it was. That's what it was. You were either a Stihl guy or a Husky guy. I'm in Southwest Washington. Ah. Home light. Yeah, Stevie. I got a few home lights. I used the Symington Lost Creek. Yeah. Yeah, I just changed my grind a little bit. I've been running this Symington for, oh my gosh, 20 years, maybe more. It's right here. It's sitting right here. Symington. Yeah, I've done videos on it, buddy. I've done videos. Yeah. There's going to be, I think there's going to be a Symington at, friends, Square Ground is fast. It's fast. Real fast. And I actually, in my personal opinion, I think it's what you folks in the hardwood should be running. I think you should actually be running square ground chain. If you're cutting steady, professionally, and you're on a saw all the time. Yeah. Yeah. So, do you guys remember when I did the baby C? You guys remember that? And I took that little teeny file. I think I still got it. It's small, like super small. And I did a round file, and I left the gullet in, but I had a little C in the top part of the chain. Do you guys remember that? It cut like crazy, but it was so hard to get. It took so much time to get it. So if you look at the design of power saw chain, it actually, the top half of the tooth goes out. It goes out. And the bottom half goes in. It's very interesting how chain works. Square ground, you're only using half the chain. You're only using half the chain, square ground chain. I think I got one here. Let me show you a grind. Yeah, so you probably won't see it, well, unless I bring the light behind. But square ground chain, you'll notice how chain, if you take your power saw chain next time you look at it, and just inspect it, but look at it like you were the piece of wood. Look at it like you were the log, and it was coming at you. Just take a little peek at that. Let's see if I can reproduce it for you. Let me see if I can reproduce this for you. Gonna make a little sense for you here. Probably not, but I'll try. So, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. See that? You see that raker? There you go. If that doesn't help you, I don't know what will. That's square ground chain right there. You understand? Square ground chain. Gullet in. I'll leave that gullet in the whole time. And if that gullet was getting hit with something, if it was getting hit with something, it would be all shiny and worn out. It's sharp as a knife. So, round file needs that gullet out. Unless you use a teeny little file like the Baby C. Or you get a ski jump. You understand? That's how it's designed. That's how it works. That's how chain works. And guys take the gullet out because they just do. They sometimes they think there's an argument that something about chip clearance or chip clogging and stuff like that. Well, I can't speak to it. I haven't experienced any negatives to leaving the gullet in. I just haven't. So I leave it in. It's smoother in the cut. I do know that. Like it keeps you from double cutting like you wouldn't believe. Think about it. Think about it in the curve. Especially when you get down. when you get way down. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll do it again. Maybe I'll take a gullet out of another one. We'll do another one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try that X-Cut chain from Husky. I'm going to give it a shot. Yeah, I think I got some coming. Ripsaw sent me some. Yeah. Hey, friends, there's only a couple things I get excited about in my life. What I got on my feet right now, I'm excited about. And has anyone ever heard me talk about a Buckin boot? Has anyone ever heard me talk about doing a collaboration with one of these boot companies and making a Buckin boot? Just a yes or no or a heck yeah would be fine. If it's new information to you, maybe you haven't been around that long. I wanted to do it with every company that reached out to me. I wanted to do it. The first two, it just didn't work. It's that simple. It just didn't work. But whites, and if Viberg didn't stop making boots, and they were kind of ramping up their work boot for the working guy, we may have had a discussion. I don't know. But get ready. Get ready for a boot that's going to rock your socks right off your feet. That's all I can say at this point. Let me know if this makes sense. Any of it. You want to see something? Okay, that's Stihl chain, skip tooth. I'm not that happy with it. This here, you guys know how to do this, right? Here we go. Okay, this is probably the fastest cut and grind I've had for a while. When you get it really sharp and crazy angles, they don't last as long, but they cut like crazy. That's why I think a year ago I changed my grind. I wanted a more durable grind because I was running it on firewood sites and stuff. I'm going to show you something that is scary. I wonder if this will work. I don't know if it will. I'll see if it does. This might not. We'll see. It's going to be hard to say. That's the first grind. That's going to be scary. I changed my grind a little bit again. It's hard for it to focus on such small things. What are these? Are these my Buckin Billy Ray .comers? Oh, they are. They're my Buckin Billy Ray.comers. Yes, they are. Oh, that reminds me. Hey, maybe we'll do that now. Maybe that's what we'll do. Buckin Billy Ray.comers, baby. Hang on a sec. We got to do something. OMG. Okay. Okay, this is funny. We're doing this. Okay. So, you guys know I've been wearing those screen glasses, right? You know the ones? We got to fix them up. Check it out. Okay. You see these suckers? You see these? I love these things. I love them. But the only problem is when you put your head, your earphones on, they get you. Do you understand? They close against your ears and they get you. So I've got a fix for that, and I haven't had it here on this, but I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it now. And this should work. Or will it? Yes, it will. Yes, it will work. Yes, indeed it will. Okay. I have to butcher these though. I have to chop them so that they go past my ear like this. Because I've got, yeah, when I put my, oh, those things get me. I mean, I guess I could maybe play with that a little bit. Maybe I could. Maybe I won't jump the gun. Maybe I better not get excited. But I got an idea because I got another pair. What's happening? How's everybody feeling over there in your world? Are you feeling like you can make a difference in the world? Is that what you're feeling like? Are you feeling defeated? Are you feeling like you want to reach out and hug your fellow man? Black, white, orange, purple, Buddha, Jesus, Allah, freaking, I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Do you feel like you want to reach out and hug your fellow man? Or not? How are you feeling? You got love in your heart? Because we got to go first. Someone's got to go first. Someone's got to take the high road. Right? Yeah, someone does. I'll bet you are. I'll bet you're feeling that way. I'll bet you are. I hope you are. That's a good idea, Lost Creek. I like that. I got some right here. I've actually got some of that stuff. I seen it here the other day. That's a great idea. I like that actually. But it's got to be, you know, it's got to be on here, right? I got to be able to keep them to my head. So I like these because you can put them on. You see, it's got that thing like this, right? And then, right? But when you got this thing, you can tighten them up on your head like this. I like these. I have a set there. Yeah, like this. See, and you pull that, and it keeps them like right on your freaking head. But of course, when you put your muffs on, it grabs you. So, but I think I can fix that. I do. I think I could fix that. Yeah, look at that. That's wicked, right? And then you just put them up there like that, and then back down. I actually like these. I might bring those to Bunyan. Or not. Maybe I'll just bring a set of Buckin Billy Ray.comers. All right. I'm having a hard time not showing you these boots right now. You. All right. I think we're going to read from this little book. And we're going to share a little love. And that's just what I'm doing. I'm convicted to spreading love and kindness, and somebody's got to go first, so I'm going to do that right now. Where's my glasses? Right there. Somebody asked me the other day, "Hey, Buckin, what are those two rings on your freaking suspenders for?" They're for whatever you want. It's almost, it doesn't even, it's like it, you know what I mean? It's like anything. Banging a wedge, packing your axe, starting your saw. It's all there. It's my system. Okay. Oh, I got face shields, brother. I got face shields. The only problem I have with the face shield's great for falling. It's great for falling, but I'll wear a GoPro sometimes, you know. I ditched my face shield when there's nothing like the Husky face shield. I love it. I ran it for years falling. But then when I started GoProing, I kind of gunned it. I actually like the face shield. The face shield's good. I do like them. But I also like them glasses. I dig them. I do. And another thing I didn't like about the face shield is stuff catching on it all the time. You know, the Husky, you know it is. Everybody has their own program. And that's the way it should be. What's the date today? Let's read. All right. I can smell the leather coming up from the boots here. I can just smell it. Old school. 28th, 29th for Australia. Yeah, it is. 29th. Okay. Let's look. September 28th. Let's have a read here. There we go. Sorry, friends. All right. Take a deep breath. Have a little listen. Always remember that you can do something about the state of the world by a complete change of heart, mind, and spirit. It is when you realize it, shoulder your responsibilities, and do something about it that changes will come about in small ways to begin with, and then spreading out until all is included. Consider how wonderful it is, how encouraging to know that you can do something to rectify the state of the world by changing within, and so reflect those changes without. Blessed are they who are willing to open and see the need for change and do something about it. For they are like the yeast in the lump of dough that enables the bread to rise. Did you just hear that, friends? I'm going to read it again so you hear it. Blessed are those who are willing to open and see the need for change and do something about it. For they are like the yeast in the lump of dough that enables the bread to rise. Without the yeast, the bread will not rise. Without change, all would remain static, become stagnant, and die. So change and expand in real joy and thanksgiving, and be grateful that you can do it and get into action now. I love this book. Be the yeast. Be the yeast in the dough. So now I just picture the yeast running to the dough and diving into the dough so the dough can rise. Be the yeast. Be the yeast. I love it. All right. All right. Wow. Anyway, it was not a good one, hey, Bull? Yeah, I liked it. I love that book. It's so encompassing to all and very general and just uplifting. I love it. Anyway, friends, that's it for me today. I love yous. Wanted to stop in on a Sunday, say hello. For those of you coming to Paul Bunyan, I look forward to seeing you. I hope you're doing well. Thanks to our moderators. Thanks to our super chatters today. And everybody who showed up and partook and asked questions. And all your answers are right there. It's simple to find them. I'm just one man. I'm just one man who's tried many things in the forestry industry with power saws and chain and axes. I'm just one man. There's many, many people out there with ideas for you to learn from. So anyway, thanks for being here. What's more important to me than teaching you anything about power saws is loving you and hoping you leave these live feeds wanting to go hug somebody or tell them you love them and being a better man, being a better person. That's truly what I hope, is that you can have more love in your heart, be kinder to people, let that guy in who's trying to get into traffic. He's been waiting there and you have the option to let him in, but you don't. Well, I'd like you to leave this live feed thinking, well, maybe you can let him in. And maybe it's not going to change your life in any way other than fill your heart with goodness because you helped that man, woman, or child. And if we all start doing that, the rest will just take care of itself. It's nature. It's natural laws. So wherever your level of faith is, expect change because change is constant. Good man, Chad. Work hard, be honest, be kind, friends. That's a recipe that has helped me in my life. And it's something I've stood on for years. I don't need to impress nobody anymore. Those days are gone. I'm 56. I've raised my kids. My wife and I are such good friends. She's my best friend, my rock, and vice versa. And I feel like I'm on another level now. Spiritually, mentally, and physically. And I'm going to come sliding into home base, barked up, bleeding, running ragged, with a beak and some feathers. That's it. I can't sit around. I'm no good sitting. No one is actually, but especially as we get into our later years, I'm talking to the men right now there. If you're in a place right now in your life where you're heavy and you're having a hard time packing around the weight that you got on your body and you think about it daily, or maybe you deny yourself and maybe you just don't let it get away. Don't let it get away. Just stop the madness. Stop the insanity. Don't keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. There has to be change, but they can be small and it can take a while. But when you reach your goals, like being able to chop trees down again with an axe and not be fallen over, and I don't want to be one of those people that comes here hooting and hollering about looking at me, but I don't know any other way to inspire men other than doing it. Do it. Well, he's just talking. No, he's not talking. He's doing it. He's doing it. So, friends, I'm in better shape now than I think I've ever been after my accident. I was 36 when I got hit, and I'm 56 now. And over the past 20 years, it's been basically just fighting to keep, you know what I mean? Just keeping, the whole thing was fear-based. I just got back to work as fast as I could, so I couldn't put back to my body. I was just talking to my wife about this the other day. I couldn't give back to my body. My physiotherapy was freaking getting back on the saw. That was my physical therapy, to be honest. So the past 20 years have gone by like a blink for me, a blink. But I'm been very present the past while. Right around when my father passed away and that whole thing started happening, I started looking at life a little bit differently. Before then, but really, it'll be a year since my dad passed on October 10th. So I remember leaving him in the hospital last year saying, Dad, I'll stay if you want me to. And he just went, go. He says, it's your living, it's your livelihood, and you got a family. I'll be fine. Your wife will look after me. Go. And I went, and I was sitting down at the plane there, the little seaplane, and it was a blistery, it was raining, it was I think I knew at that time my dad was dying. I think I did, I don't know, it was a bit of a blur, but I was sitting there thinking, did I do the right thing by leaving here? Is he gonna die when I'm gone? And he didn't. But he died 3 days later when I got home. He died 3 days later. And yeah, so I take life kind of seriously, but I don't take myself that serious, if that makes sense. I just believe we are a magical species with so much power. You know what I mean? I just do. Don't. I can't tell you what to do, friends. I can't tell you what to do, but don't show your. Just be strong. Don't give your power away so easily. Don't be so gullible and give your power away and act the fool and throw temper tantrums. It says a lot about you. Just be strong. Help others. Show love. Be kind. It's actually stronger to show kindness. These days, it seems it is. You're actually stronger showing compassion and kindness now. We have to show our young men of the world now what a man is. We do, fellas. Us. We have to show our young men what men are supposed to be. There's real life and then there's fantasy. And I live in real life. So I look really forward to these events, friends, because I know why people follow me. I do. I know why the majority of people follow me, and I would have to say it. I don't believe it's all because of the power cells. It just seems that way. So we just keep going, friends. We stay the course. I'll talk to y'all soon. I'll love y'all dearly. Work hard, be honest, and be kind. We'll see you on the next one.